Just before this video starts, I want to thank everybody for the support recently on the channel. We are so close to 100k as making this video. We may possibly even be over 100k when you're watching this video. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed recently. I'm going to be doing a 100k special very soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure your notifications are on, and I'll see you guys there. Enjoy. Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to build like a pro in version 2 of my video of this, because I want to show you guys some crazy stuff and what's happening with the meta. So pictures like these two that I'm showing on screen right now, as you can see, everybody's having crazy fights on console, PC, Pocket Edition. A lot of people are building mad structures to win 1v1 fights, and then someone's looping in for the kill. So I want to give you guys advice on winning these 1v1 fights with your crazy building tactics, and also getting them easy kills so you can get through the game and get that victory. So the first clip I want to show you guys is this one on screen right now. This is going to involve me coming in, just quickly collecting some wood and showing you guys exactly what I mean about building and winning. And then we're going to have some gameplay from one of my friends who's actually volunteered to put their gameplay in the video. I'd like to thank them for that, and we'll shout them out when we get to that. So let me show you guys exactly what's going on here. So when I collect these resources, I'm just quickly turning on my things so I can see everything. I'm collecting the resources, and I'll show you guys exactly how to build extremely fast, or as fast as I can build with my sensitivity. Talking a little bit about sensitivity so you guys get the idea. The faster your sensitivity, the quicker you can do this, and you'll see this in the gameplay in a moment, but I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. So as I go over to here, you can see I've got two sensitivity options, X and Y. Now this really only applies to console. If you're on PC, you're not going to require to use the ramps. You can use the stairs easy because you can link them up. Now I forgot to change my pyramid to a ramp. Make sure you do this in the loading screen because it's going to give you a lot easier time when you're in the game. I always forget. But you can see how I'm building really quick. I'm building pretty fast. I'm not building super fast, but if I had faster sensitivity and I could move faster and I had more resources, I could keep building this up and up and up. And this goes along with the thumbnail. You can get this perfect so it goes up nicely like that. Now it is possible to do it without actually having the flat piece. I've seen people do it several times. You just got to get the jump right. Personally, I struggle to do that, but if you guys can get it to work perfectly, you'll be able to do that, especially if you're rotating from side to side. And you can dodge a lot of angles, and you can change the angle up depending on your situation. So here's the gameplay from my friend Chris. Shout out, his link is down below. But let's go into this and show you guys exactly what's going on here. So this is a crazy clutch gameplay from Chris, and as he flies in with his glider, he gets into the circle, and he's the only one left in his squad. So we're in a tough situation, but this guy uses my ramp technique, probably the best way I've ever seen it be used so far within the community, on the console community, because he uses it absolutely crazily. You can see how he's using my building technique to build up here, using the way he turns with the flats and stuff. He switches between these so quickly. It's probably one of the best styles I have seen in Fortnite Battle Royale in a long time. So well done to Chris for this, and I'll go over some of the gameplay and talk about exactly what he's doing. You guys can get the tips from this. Now he does play on 10/10 sensitivity, and the way he edits the ramps, you see how he edits them in the corner to drop down. Very clever. He does a perfect edit on them. Getting the edit right with the ramps is very key. Watching this gameplay back and back, you will get used to that edit, and just trying it out, you guys will get used to be able to drop underneath the ramps just like he did. What he's done here, he's turtled up. This is another tactic I want to talk about in the current meta. Turtling is very key. If you turtle up by putting like a box around you, you're going to have a good chance and you can see through if you lose your enemy. I'll show you some gameplay from me in a moment, which will show you guys some turtling techniques of escaping people and how to beat a few people, and me using the ramps as well. But this is by far probably one of the best ramp gameplay I've ever seen using my ramp technique. So he's actually doing a really good job up here, up high. He's taking people out with the rockets and stuff. Obviously the rocket launcher is quite easy to use, but his building is probably one of the best building styles I have seen. So now Chris is in a good position to kind of rocket down on his enemies using the building technique to get up this high. As you can see, he does get knocked down. A bit of frame rate drop there, but it's alright. He manages to build pretty quickly, and he gets another little ramp up. He's going higher and higher, and what he's doing, he's blocking off the enemies so they can't get any shots off at him. Very clever. They do destroy his platform, unfortunately, but then again, he counters that straight away by building up to the sky and going higher and higher. So well done to Chris for doing this. Very impressive. I love the way he does his building techniques. He's up again, up above the enemies, and with this building technique, he's managed to get the high ground and be able to take on every single one. He's absolutely wrecking them, and so far he's running with 6 kills with 12 people left, doing a great job. Now he's only down 2 of these so far, hasn't officially got the kill. He gets the kills now with his shotgun, does a little sneaky dab. Easily done there. Then there's one person left using his turtle. He rockets into the turtle. The guy's trying to build a roof on it. So he knows that he's going to struggle to get in there. He destroys both of the walls very cleverly. See how we use the rocket then to destroy both of them? Easily done. So now later on in that game, I believe this might be the same game. I don't know. I don't think it's the same game actually. So moving on to this game, he's actually pushing again with a rocket onto another base. I don't think this is the same game, but he's going in nice and quickly. And he can see the enemy base there, and he's got a position now where he's hopping down the mountain using his flats. Personally, I sometimes like to use my ramps to hop down the mountain, but he decides to use his flat. It really doesn't matter, it's all personal preference. He's taken out that guy pretty easily. He builds very, very quickly. Standard building technique that. Then he builds his ramps again. Equipping the ramps on console is so much quicker than doing it on it's so much quicker than using the stairs on console. Obviously on PC, the ramps aren't really necessary at all because you can set hotkeys to use the stairs. But on console, I would recommend them. Now, the advantages of the ramps are basically it's quicker to build. The disadvantages is it can glitch out a few times, and sometimes that isn't the thing that you want to happen. A lot of people do get pretty frustrated when that happens. Personally, I don't like it glitching out all the time, but I have my options with my ramps and stairs, and I can switch between them depending on the situation. But this clearly proves this gameplay that we're watching right now is the ramp is extremely useful if you can master it on console version. If everyone was to use the ramp, the game or the meta would extremely change. The only downside to it is the editing side. You struggle to go up and down your tower if you're not 100% certain how to use your ramp, but obviously getting used to your ramp and being understanding exactly how it can maneuver, how you can change it up and stuff is probably something you guys want to focus on. So as Hazard's in a perfect position to get some shots off, he's doing great with his building technique. Now he's in a great position to be able to take out some of these enemies. So he's sniping some people, he's got the high ground again. He hears some enemies below him, he builds, they shoot at the wrong shot where he is. Easily done with that. Well done there, Hazard. He's in a great position now, gets a nice little rocket off again, and then he pushes up with the ramp easy. He sees the guy above him who's built up him using a building technique which is pretty usely, but then again, Hazard's great with his building. He manages to double layer. The guy does get through. This is my favourite bit of the entire thing. He manages to build up 2 stories higher than the guy, almost 3 stories, giving him the entire height advantage on this guy. Crazy that was, the amount of speed. The speed he did that was absolutely insane. Now he's in a position where he can edit his ramp. He edits it perfectly so he can see through, gets a nice little rocket or a shotgun off there, and gets an easy kill. So now he's down to a 1v1 situation on extremely low health. He turtles up very, very quickly so the enemy can't find him. As he turtles up, he starts to heal. Very risky situation, turtle in that position, but he's done alright. Now he can finally get that final kill and win that game, to get that battle royale. So he's out of his turtle, building around, looking for the opponent. The opponent drops him here. He builds up. Incoming rockets from the base again. He keeps going above the enemy, tries and gets close to him. The enemy's knocked him down. He builds more walls, trying to get the height advantage, but the enemy just won't stop knocking him down. He gets perfect height advantage every single time here. Keeps trying his best to go up. The enemy just keeps going at him with them rockets. He's trying to get the height advantage. Unfortunately, he only gets an 8 damage with that shotgun. Switches to the Scar, gets a few shots off him. He destroys his structure and gets a lucky little headshot and gets the win. Well done to Hazard for that. That is by far one of the best gameplays I have seen using this technique. One of the best games out there. Thanks for letting me use that, Hazard. Shout out to him. Description below. Make sure you go and check him out. He's got some great clips on his channel. And they're only little clips, but there's some awesome stuff. Now, moving on to some of my techniques. So using these ramps by far on console version is definitely a big advantage. Here's a clip from me in Salty Springs where I get absolutely peppered by a lot of people, but with the new meta being in place, you're probably wondering why have I got impulse grenades, or why am I even mentioning impulse grenades? Well, impulse grenades are by far one of the new metas for building. They are very key to use to climb up to buildings, they're very key to get away from people, and a little technique to using these 1v1 fightings is the impulse escape method, which you'll see me use later on in this fight. Unfortunately, I don't even notice this guy in front of me really. I try and build a wall, and I didn't have my settings on, but I get a nice little shot off there and managed to get an easy kill. Unfortunately, I didn't have my pyramid already set up. I do recommend doing this. So my impulses are great for quick escapes. I really do like using them for that, so I would recommend you doing that if you manage to get some impulses, or you can use them to get on people's bases. Now, I personally do have some footage of me doing that. You can see here's the technique of me going up. The guy's up and down the ramp. Unfortunately, he does have the height advantage, but what I do is I drop underneath, go round, get hold of this impulse grenade, and use it for a quick escape. Using this impulse grenade and running in front of it gives me a huge boost ahead, giving me quite a big distance between him, giving me the idea to switch to my AR, having a good chance to get some shots off at him. Getting 2 shots off at him there, doing 60 damage. That is a great hit for me, especially if he's going to try and push me, leaving him kind of the idea not really to push me. He's managed to go above, so he's still trying to push me, but because he's on low health, I know I can get a nice easy kill on him. Just trying to get the right angle, dodging a few shotgun shots, building a little wall above me, covering from his damage. He drops down onto my wall. I know he's going to be coming around somewhere. I switch over, nice little shotgun switch, easy kill. Then suddenly I start getting shot again. So what I do is I quickly turtle up. It sounds like there's several people here, so I turtle up and hide in here, use my slurp. That will give me a total of roughly 50 health, which will definitely come in handy if I get the opportunity to heal up fully. With being in this turtle, I know there's a great chance that I can heal up fully, so I've got a good chance of getting the advantage in this situation. So right now we've got a bunch of different enemies around me. I can hear people moving. I'm trying to see through the wood. Obviously I could do that B selection thing. The downside to that is they can hear it. So do be careful when you do this. I've done it here just to risk it. I've tried building a hole. I break it here. I'm thinking, you know, if I shoot that, I thought it was going to break, but it didn't. He knows I'm in here. He drops in or just drops down. I'm in a good position to get out of here. I quickly edit my way out. Unfortunately, my editing technique glitches out a little bit, but I do manage to get out nice and easily. I'm out. The guy's actually trying to push me hard. So what I'm doing is I'm building extremely quick, dodging stuff, spam building so I can defend myself. Spam building is very key. Now I've got a position where this guy's building up to me. I know he's coming up to me, so I managed to jump just in the way of him. He's actually throwing, it looks like, some impulses, and then suddenly I get shotgunned by another guy. So what I do is I hit him, I build, I'm blocking every single shot of his by building, keep moving, keep building. Key technique, gotta keep trying it. I've managed to do it pretty well. He's managed to build to defend against my push on him. Then again, I get a nice little ramp push on him just before he manages to get his gun out from sprinting. Very easily done. Probably one of my best triple kills that from using that movement type style of play. Then I can clearly heal up and move on to whatever's next within the game. Very easy technique. Definitely would recommend using it. Easily done and can easily be succeeded if you guys know how to use your ramps exactly and turtling up. So here's another little situation, me missing a few shots, bad shotgun in there from me, probably one of them days where I didn't have a good day. But this is another escape technique which you guys can use. Now this technique isn't too common, it's only really common in Blitz, but it can be common within solo, not too common with duo and squads, because usually you use your jump pads to transfer or to travel to places. Not many people use them during battles. So I've got 2 jump pads. I'm in a position where I can use these jump pads to take people out, escape, and I'm thinking, you know, we can use these jump pads if required to an escape from a difficult situation where possibly I could get killed. So I'm in a good position and I'm moving in on this guy over here. He's just behind that structure, I believe. He's just around there, I think he was. So I move in and I'm like, I'm thinking there's a guy around here, I've got to be very careful. So as I go to push in, I'm kind of getting my ramps ready. Just in case he shoots, I build my ramp up, build a little 2 just across, and there is no one behind here. So I'm in a good position now, kind of just to push through and just check if there's anyone around here. So now I'm building around here, and suddenly I can hear shots from behind. I build a quick 1x1, place my ramp down very, very quickly. In less than 2 seconds, I whacked up that 1x1. Easily done with the ramp. If I was to use the stairs, it would take me could take to an extra 2 seconds if I'm having a little bit of glitch in my controller, so it's not useful. I definitely recommend using the ramp in situations like this. The downside to the ramp, again, if your squad doesn't know the ramp and you're using it on duo or squad and they don't understand how to edit the ramp, you're going to struggle if they're below you. They need to learn how to edit the ramp. Learning to edit the ramp doesn't take too long. You just break one of the corners that you're on and it'll drop you down nicely underneath it. So if I drop on the say if I'm on the ramp and I go to the lower part of it and then go edit and press it to go up, it'll drop me underneath the ramp. Easily done. And if you're down below, you want to reset the ramp and edit the bit you want to go up and go to the bit that's not edited going up, and it'll reset the ramp nice and easily for you. It's quite easy to do when you get the hang of it, but you just got to get the hang of editing it. So now I'm in a cool position to get a nice little lockdown on the enemies. The enemy's actually trying to push me using the push technique. A lot of people use this push technique. You can be easily countered using turtles and building above them if possible, using this technique by going straight up to the sky like I showed you at the start of the video. Very easily done, and again Chris showed you that pretty easily as well, showing you a clear example on how you can do that. So this guy's pushing me with ramps. What I'm doing is I'm trying to take down his ramps. I managed to do that pretty successfully. However, he starts building around my tower. Personally, it's not my favourite thing to do. Building around someone's tower isn't easy at all. What I do here is I lock myself in and build out of the back and take the back exit. What I've done here, I've left the door so he can't come back through here, and probably none of us are going to go back back through there because the door is quite awkward to go through. Now I've lost him and don't 100% know where he is. I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous about this fight, and I feel like it could go wrong. So what I do is I'm thinking, you know, we can get an easy escape. We've got the jump pad ready to go. Let's get this ready, Pat. We can easily get out of here. Let's jump pad out. I'm a little bit nervous about this fight. I don't know where the guy is. I go up so I can see him. I get a perfect angle on him. And now I'm in a position where I could possibly land back in the fight and get some shots off at him. Unfortunately, he manages to dodge me with that. I build across to the jump pad again and go up, but this time I escape the fight and make a run to this side. He doesn't even know where I've gone. I land in the tree, and possibly if he was in the right position, I could have easily got the kill from here. Now from here on, he actually decides to bail as well, and that's really it for the end of that clip, but you get the idea of where I was coming from there. The next clip I want to show you guys is a weird one. It really is a weird one, because the situation I was in was from taking the screenshot for this thumbnail. I was editing the thumbnail, getting it perfect for you guys, but in this position now, I'm like, I've got quite bad guns. I got that sniper from getting 1 kill, and all I've got really is 52 shots in my AR. I'm in a 1v1 situation. But this is actually really crucial for building. I didn't expect this to happen, but it did, and it pulled off pretty well. This is called, I'd class it as maybe walling up defense or something like that. Walling up, it would be classed as consistently walling up so they can't shoot through your structure. So here he's trying to rocket me, and what I'm doing is I'm walling up every time he fires his rocket in. I'm no scoping a little bit, got a very lucky shot off there with 72, which probably did help a lot in this gameplay. But he's trying to shoot me here, and what I've done here, I've pranked him and done for a double layer to make him think that I've gone above. Very cool technique you can do. He thinks you're on the top level, but actually you're on the layer below. Easily done. He breaks my structure, I place another flat. He breaks my structure, I place another flat wall. I just consistently keep doing that so he can't destroy my structure. Obviously if he was to shoot further down, it does fall just like then, but he just has to shoot one more shot to get me down. I get another nice little hit on him, leaving me with only 13 shots left in my AR, but building that technique where you can build backwards, the defensive technique, which I've put in my previous videos, and then getting a nice little swift shot on him. Very easily done, and probably one of the best clips I have got throughout this entire video. Remember that defensive technique I showed previously, where you build loads of walls forward, and then you place a flat wall, stairs, flat wall, stairs, flat wall, stairs, flat wall, stairs, or ramp in our case for console players. Ramp, flat wall, ramp, repeat that over and over, and you guys will notice you will build a huge layer of like structures in front of you, and they'll struggle to shoot through them all unless they've gotten a few people suppressing you. Especially on solo, it works pretty well, just like that situation, for me to get that swift kill. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you're new around here, stick around for some awesome Fortnite content. I bring Fortnite content out every single day, and it'd be awesome if you guys could stay tuned for that. Once again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and this is Postbox Pat, signing out.